Yeah, man. Okay, cool. So a little uplifting story heading your way next. So we're sitting down with Simon Bray, CEO of Private Property, and he's here to chat about a very special project that they're currently involved with that sees them uplifting and giving back to their local community.
This morning, we're taking a slight breather from discussing property with Private Property CEO Simon Bray and taking a look at how they're giving back to their community. They're involved with the LIV Village in KZN, and we're finding out all about it. Simon, so good to have you back.
Good to be back, yeah.
Before we talk about the LIV Village, which I really want to find out about, I want to know why is it so important for a company like Private Property to take part in social responsibility projects?
Well, I think that's a no-brainer. You know, Leanne, we live in a country that's filled with a lot of need. Yeah. You know, we straining with various economic problems in the country, unemployment, issues around HIV, TB, you know, low standard of living for a lot of our populace. So where a business is doing well, where a business is thriving, it needs to realize that it's part of that same ecosystem and it needs to give back. It needs to try and improve the lives of other people. So Private Property, I think, due to its values and its kind of philosophy, it's a no-brainer to get involved with projects.
Now, when I heard about the LIV Village, it absolutely blew my mind. But for anybody who hasn't heard about it yet, what exactly is it?
It's a really cool model, and I think it's quite close to a home for private property as well. So the concept is to create a village. You've got mums who otherwise can't find employment or are, you know, living rough on the street. And they get taken in and they get to look after parentless children. So children that don't have families come into the village and they're placed there, they're educated, they're fed, they're looked after. But what's interesting is instead of institutionalizing it, it's run like a village, it's run like a family. So each little house has got a mum and a few kids and they operate as a little family unit. And I think that's what is really appealing about the model and I think exciting for us to be involved.
That's awesome. Yeah. Tell us more about this year's project.
Well, a great thing, they're growing and growing. You know, LIV Village has been something that we've supported at Private Property for years. We've done small things like give all our old computers, of which we had many, to them, and they created a learning centre for the kids, as well as supporting them in some of their bigger campaigns like they're running this year. They're growing from what is now about 40 of these homes with 150 kids. They're growing to 96 homes, and that'll give them capacity to look after 600 kids. So it's a huge growth story for them. But the campaign that they've hit on is really cool, actually. You know, Private Property's motto is a home for everyone, and they wanted to turn these little houses in their village into homes.
Wow.
So they gave corporates like us the opportunity to paint the walls, hang the curtains, put gifts in the home, put furniture in the home, and kind of put a personal, warm touch on the home for the kids.
Well, you know, this is why it blew me away, because it's not just about providing a structure, which is also important, having a roof over your head. It's about providing the very aspects of what makes a home a home. Yeah. And, you know, when you bring together these moms and these kids, you give them something that is way more precious. You give them family. And that's beautiful.
Yeah, and it's great for our family as well. You know, our business, the staff, the dedicated staff we've got, all get involved in the projects. You know, we had a few of our staff members there painting out the homes, hanging the curtains, putting in the pot plants. But we also had our staff swimming the Mid-Mile Mile. We do that every year, and we raise money through that charity event and give that to LIV Village. So there are ways for our own staff to get involved and really kind of live out the values and principles that they've got through projects like LIV Village.
Wow. Oh, Simon, that's absolutely... I got to do the Oprah hand. Oh, my word. Well done. Thank you. Such an amazing project, and I just hope that it goes from strength to strength to strength.
Yeah, as do I. I think our country needs great stories like this and great models of sustainable, charitable giving. You know, I think that's what I like about it.
Wonderful stuff. Well, you're doing your bit. I hope the rest of South Africa does their bit as well. Well, let's all open up our hearts and give back in any way we can. Let's be inspired by companies like Private Property, who's giving a helping hand to their local community.
Whether it's your first apartment in the city, a trendy suburban townhouse, or that dream family home on a golf estate, there's a home for everyone on Private Property.